This podcast is brought to you by Brown and Whitworth Foundation, the most exclusive foundation in all of Dalton, which is the most exclusive city in all of Georgia. If you want to be in a foundation, you're not allowed in Brown and Whitworth Foundation. This podcast is brought to you by Affordable Roofing. Now, many people don't know this, but the roof is the most important part of the house. It is actually what gets built first, so you could build the rest of the house under it. That way, when it rains, you don't get wet. So, you need to start with the best roof in town. No, best roof in the city. Scratch that. Best roof in the entire country. And the best place to find that is in the greatest country of them all, the United States. And the place to get that is Affordable Roofing. You got to call my man Tony at 423-593-9605. That's Affordable Roofing, or you could visit them at affordableroofinghd.com. Thanks again, guys. Welcome to episode 5 of the Militia MMA podcast, and I am super ecstatic to introduce our guest, the one, the only, big things come in small packages, Mindy Miller. Mindy, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and I'm actually surprised you called me Mindy. It ain't Mandy, Misty.
I'm actually a fan of my new nickname for you, the Mindalorian.
I kind of like it. I dig it. It's okay.
You know, it helps our Star Wars nerds. You know, they really like that. I don't know what the Mandalorian is. That could work too, because you're Mandy as well.
Yeah.
So you could be the Mandalorian. So, Mindy, you're originally from Texas.
I am.
What part of Texas? Did you know Montana?
No. Kingsville. Well, over there near Corpus Christi. My dad was in the Navy.
So what's that, like the middle of Texas?
I have no idea.
Christi?
It's been so long ago. I think it's more towards the end, like more west.
West. So you didn't really see any water where you were?
Yeah. They have really pretty beaches and stuff is where.
So what, like, so by the Gulf?
Assume so. I'm not really good with the geographical stuff, so I'm just going to be honest.
I don't blame you. All right, I'm just trying to figure this all out. Were you by Hank Hill?
Wait, isn't that a cartoon?
Yeah, the King of the Hill. Were you by Arlen, Texas?
I don't know. I literally don't know. I was young. I was really young, and then we moved up here.
So all right. Oh, you moved here?
Yeah.
What age?
I think I was like 2 or 3.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So you moved to Eastridge.
Well, no. It was Georgia. I think it was
Calhoun.
Calhoun.
You moved to Militia MMA building.
Yeah,
Your
I did.
family moved here.
Right here.
So you moved to Calhoun. So you went to school in Calhoun.
No, I was there for so long, and then we moved closer to here. What was it? Like Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia.
Okay.
After that. And then I think kind of a little bit Eastridge. I bounced around a lot.
So where did you go in high school? Like where?
Ridgeland High School.
Ridgeland. I have no idea where Ridgeland, Tennessee
It's in Rossville, Georgia.
Okay, so you were all right. So you were hanging out on Rossville.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up there?
It was okay.
It's okay.
It's
like,
okay. I don't know. It's just kind of like it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. You don't have to defend Rossville. You
I'm not.
Everybody says it's a little ghetto.
Yeah, I mean, like you know, at least it's not the Boulevard of Broken Dreams part, but it's. I mean,
where you grew up,
right? Well, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, I lived in a nice house, you know, whatever, and you know, I had a pretty good life.
What are like some of the bad things that would happen in Rossville that you heard on the Boulevard? Boulevard of Broken Dreams is what you refer to as Rossville Boulevard.
There's prostitution. There's drugs. I mean, you name it. What, gangs?
So that's on like
gangs,
Rossville Boulevard area.
Yeah, but that's like in Tennessee, technically.
Yeah, it goes all the way to Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. And now is it kind of getting like gentrified out a little bit?
What's that?
That's like where all the rich white people start moving.
Well, no, actually, that would
be
more.
The hipsters.
That would be more like was it Highland Park? That's coming up. Which is crazy because it is building a lot bigger. A lot of people are coming in and redoing stuff. And then was it, like more downtown? That's
Yeah,
they're bringing it up.
I heard downtown used to be like full of crime.
Oh yeah, and I feel like it's getting better.
Now it's like full of like places with people wearing snow hats.
Toboggans. Not a sled. A toboggan in the south is a hat or a beanie.
I know what you guys have as sleds down here, and it's pieces of cardboard and a hill.
No, that's cardboard hill.
That's cardboard hill.
I don't think like if you had snow here, like actually had snow that you could go on a cardboard. I don't see how that would work.
No, because the cardboard would absorb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how cardboard works.
Yeah.
You ever touch a wet box?
Yeah, and it just crumbles.
Oh, you dirty girl. So, Mandy, you're a single mom, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How many kids you got?
4.
4. Same man?
No. I have 2 baby daddies.
2 baby daddy, nice. Okay, so how old are your daughters?
Okay.
And is it daughters and sons?
Yeah,
you have a son?
I have one son.
One son.
My oldest
that poor guy.
I know. The oldest, she's 22. My son is 21. And then I have a 19-year-old and then a 10-year-old, but she'll be 11 at the April 28th. Oh, my God, I had to stop thinking.
Oh, wow. So all of them became adults, and you're like, we
Yeah.
need one more,
Yeah.
so I'm not out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is your oldest, what does she do?
She works for a logistics company.
Oh, LTL. Less than truckload shipping?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. She
that.
loves it, though. She absolutely loves
That's a
it.
good
She's
job.
happy. Yeah, she makes good money.
Yeah, especially
She's fully
now.
self-supporting, so I'm really proud of her.
She's dealing with all the people trying to move to Tennessee and ruin it.
We
All those-
we love you Northerners, though.
We're
That's
Northerners.
like that's
What
me,
about-
her, my kid, like all of us.
I mean, us damn Californians.
Western, whatever, we
Bring them on in.
yeah, exactly.
Just go through your daughter. Get our
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey,
over.
my 19-year-old lives in Pennsylvania, going to college. So
That's
there you go.
awesome.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania. So, well,
she loves it. She's like, I'm not
What
coming
college?
back. Haverford.
Haverford? Never.
It's
Havenford heard of
Haverford.
it.
It's a small Ivy League college.
Oh,
Quakers.
Ivy League. Look
yeah,
at that.
yeah. She's my little brainiac.
She
it's
took all
funny.
the brains.
She did. Well, they're all smart. They are really, really smart, except for like she like low key would outdo them in certain things, and they're like, what? But she's real she's kind of like me, and she's kind of dingy on other things, so it's kind of funny.
So she's like a genius, but she's still Mandy at the end of the day.
Yeah, she's still me. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
You're like, oh, no, that's me. That's fine. And your other 2. So you got a son. That's your youngest middle one, correct?
No. He's
son's-
21.
He's 21.
He's 21.
Oh, all right. So the man of the family, what's he doing?
He is a manager with the aquarium. Well, they work out of the aquarium, but it's showtime, and they do the pictures and stuff. So he does that, yeah. And he's going back to school, and so he's trying to maintain that and work and
Doing the 21-year-old thing.
yeah.
Good
But
for
I mean,
him.
but he's really responsible though. Like he doesn't go out, he doesn't do anything. And I'm like, son, live your life.
You're like, yeah.
And if he hears this, live your life.
Really, so he gets. I'm assuming the responsibility is not so much on your end.
No. My
You're
kids
the-
are more responsible than I am. That's sad, but I'll just be honest.
they're like, hey, who's gonna watch mom in 10
Yeah,
years?
exactly. Yeah. I just told him whenever I start really losing it, just put me in a home. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
I kind of like the home. I kind of like the idea of the home because, like, you always got somebody if something goes wrong.
Yeah,
They're like all kind of servants.
exactly.
Like somebody else got.
Now.
And then if you're like bitching and being a bad person, they just bitch to somebody else about it. They're
They
still.
have to be nice to you.
They have to
They
be nice.
have to be nice.
What a great way to just spend your last years, like people serving you and treating you like a baby.
Yeah, playing bingo or whatever else.
Oh
you know?
yeah, I would be at all those functions.
Exactly.
They would know me before I hit the grave.
Like low key, I kind of look forward to being older. So like a lot older, like old. So that way, whenever anything I think, I can just say it and get away with it. Nobody can say anything. What are you gonna say?
And then you could just steal things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who
Just,
cares?
hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be that old lady pinching butts and stuff.
Yeah. Just walk around. Beep, beep.
You'll still be a member here and just like only doing co-ed jiu-jitsu. You'll
Yeah,
just
there you go.
quit lady jiu-jitsu. You'll be 60.
Wait, 60's not old yet, okay? People at 60, like, they still have a lot of life. So I don't know what, so I'll still be kicking it, like working and doing my thing.
They say 60's the new 40.
Exactly.
And 40's the new 20.
Yeah, there you go.
So I actually am, speaking about, I am jealous of the plus 55 community.
Why?
Love it.
Oh, because it gets a citizen seniors discount. The discount.
No, yeah, it's cheap. Like, so it's affordable living. You got your own like house.
Oh wait, I thought it was like 65.
Yeah, plus 55, plus 65. I think it's 65. I think you're right. Still jealous of it.
Yeah, that they reap the benefits, but they also had to live life and deal with
but then
us.
then you get like your community center where you do things. You get a pool. You get good. They got fantastic amenities.
Yeah.
There's like
and
a
they're
lake.
expensive.
They're not if you're 50, if 65.
It's like for a nice place, it's like $5,000 a month.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm not. I think we're thinking of different things. I'm talking about like where you go and you live in a community. Like,
If you want a nice one, yeah, it's about
no,
$5,000.
you buy a house. My dad's house sold for $150,000.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Like a condominium type place, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
where it's plus 65, so it's like our condos we could get at like $500 cheaper. Those are much better. I'm jealous of that.
Yeah.
I always
me
see
too.
places I could afford, and then it'll be like, oh wait, you're not old yet.
Yeah.
You don't deserve this.
No, not yet. You haven't lived the life yet.
My dad's old one, I saw a wild turkey running around there. It was awesome. And they had a lake.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. The apartment that I live in just has crime.
I get it.
You get it.
I work for one, so I get it.
Yeah, so tell us a little about that. You work for an apartment complex.
I do.
You're GM, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm the manager.
You're the manager. So if I get this correct, my manager of my apartment complex sits in back. She's got her own room. And then she's got two people at the front. That's kind of like the front line.
Yeah, but
right?
guess what? I do it all.
You're the front line.
I do it all. Like I do what you do leasing, but I handle everything. So it's just like you walk in, you see me, you deal with me, and that's it.
Okay, so now my lease is about to be up, and I got a little place in my back pocket that I could kick my tenants out and move to, which is just 40 minutes away in Cleveland, which I don't want to do that drive because I live 6 minutes away. But I also don't want to be pushed around by my apartment complex. When they come back and say to me, hey, we're going to start charging you this much. If not, go fuck yourself, like they always do with those notices. I could be like, no, we're not going to pay this. This is the amount we're going to pay.
I wished, but it's not that simple.
Like,
no.
You couldn't?
No, you cannot.
Well, I mean, they couldn't be like, well, you guys are good tenants.
Yeah,
You guys win.
if personally, in which me, if you're grandfathered in, I don't, especially like we do have Section 8, so, and I have a lot of elderly people
We
too.
have Section 8.
Yeah, I've just found that out. I've been sending them your way too, by the way. Anyway,
Good.
so-
Oh, thanks.
but no, like the elderly people, like, they, I'm not going to, charge you more because like you're living off Social Security, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like I just feel like it's wrong, They don't, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's right, but maybe that's.
So do you get like the notice like, hey, we got to raise everybody's rent rate?
I get that call. I get to make that call. I mean, like.
Oh, you get to make the call?
Yeah, I get to make the call, but it's privately owned, so it's not a management company. Management companies, that's a whole different level. So.
All right. So you work directly for the owner.
I do.
That's different. So you guys got a little bit more of a heart.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, you still got to answer to a boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like this management company. Because I told my guys like, hey, walk through my apartment. Let me show you things. Like I'm not stepping foot in your apartment building. So I was
Why?
like, really? You won't? Because I wanted to show them the bug problem was so bad.
Yeah.
the Midtown Ridge is loaded with roaches. And I was like, come on.
A lot of places are.
Yeah, 'cause
they're
it's
like
just
that
south.
because, and there's other tenants that are just. I've got like horrid pictures I could show.
Really? You've
Really.
had some bad ones there.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, what are some of your crazier? We won't get into the one yet, but what are like first year working there?
First year working there.
What did you go into this job? You're like, I got this
Okay.
new job.
Okay, so I go in there, and at that time, I'm just a leasing agent, and I'm handling stuff. You know, whenever people come in, I'm that one person. So, oh gosh, this guy comes in, and he looks deathly sick, and he's got a urine bag, and he's holding it in his hand, and I'm trying to explain stuff to him. And then he gets right here at my face. He's like right here at my face. And the piss bag or pee bag, pardon my language, is like right there. It's like at my face. And I have to sit there. And I'm like, oh my
Was
God.
he hooked to this urine bag?
Yes. And it was filled with pee.
Was he holding it with his hand?
Yes. And it was right at my face.
He didn't even have a think?
No.
No caddy.
No, it's a catheter in his piss bag, and it's at my face,
He's
and
like,
I sit
this
there
is
and
my piss bag, and I'm going to carry it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
like
man.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh my God. And I just sat there, and I was like, okay. And I'm answering questions, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And then he leaves, and then I just like, what the, and everybody else was laughing. So like, that was an ongoing joke about that. And like, one of the guys came in, and he made his own little catheter looking thing and came up to me, and it was just hilarious.
The
But
good old piss bags, Mandy.
Yeah, right there at my face. I was like, wow. Everybody else was like, why didn't you say anything? I was like, I didn't know I could, I was just like, I was trying to be professional.
Yeah, I know. You're like, no, customer's always right.
Yeah, right. Ugh.
Even piss bag Pete.
Yeah. Oh, that was so bad.
That was your first.
Well, that was the first. The next one, this older guy was mad and so aggravated with these kids that he literally pulled a gun out on them. So, like, I had to, like, send a letter out, like, hey, well, actually, the manager did. She sent the letter, but I had to deal with the crossfire because I'm the first one they saw. And he came in and he picked up my cordless phone and threw it at me. And I was like, what the crap? And I was like, you need to leave.
Did it hit you?
No, it didn't.
Oh, so he had bad aim.
Yeah.
So he was taking his gun out and pointing it at his kids?
Random kids, yeah, neighbors' kids. I was like, you can't do that. It's not okay.
Yeah, that law's not good yet.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man. What else? Come on, what else you got?
Oh, my goodness.
That's great. This is good stuff.
Let's see. I've had one that this one lady, she swears up and down somebody is coming in and shocking her in her bed.
Really?
Really. Swears up and down. She tried to say this, like, 79, 80-year-old man was cooking meth. He wasn't. He wasn't.
Have you found anybody, like, cooking meth in your apartment?
No, thank goodness, no. But they do deal, and that's,
So, all right. So this is a little bit of a rougher apartment?
Yeah. I mean, yes and no. It's cleaned up a lot because I've been trying to do that and trying to weed out, like, the bad. But it happens. But I think that's anywhere you go. You're going to have that issue. I mean, they're going to be low-key about it, but they'll eventually.
We're $12.70 a month. Guy below us loves selling drugs and stealing packages and breaking into houses.
Yeah. You want the craziest. A tenant, I guess a friend of hers, I guess they were on meth or some crap like that. Anyway, so she was going around stealing packages. Well, that she got caught, and by one of the tenants trying to steal their package. So they, held her like, no, you're not going anywhere, and they wouldn't let her leave. So she takes a big giant poop on their patio.
Then what happened?
She went to jail.
Oh, okay.
But still, like, who does that? Who does
that's
that?
not the.
Who does that?
Like, I had my fill. Poop on the patio.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, you're gonna do that. I'm just gonna poop. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like I've got shitted on enough. I'm not the lady is right or anything, but I'd like to leave something on some people's doormat sometimes. A little brown present. Like, quit shitting on me. I've had some bad neighbors in the time that I was like, I'd like to get some revenge.
Just go shit on their porch.
Just go shit on their porch.
Giant shit.
Just
make sure you take a laxative though, so it's like
It's hard to
messy.
clean up.
It's gonna be messy and it's gonna splatter. Oh God. Okay. No, it's gonna be-
Who are you? So, I understand you just had a bad one at the.
Oh. Okay.
Well, fuck it. Get into it. Let's get into it.
Well, hold on. Well,
Let's
rewind because I had another bad one, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't walk in on this one. Okay.
Okay, let's.
Somebody had OD'd, and it was middle of summer.
Have you dealt with OD before?
Oh yeah, there's many of them that happen. You
You
know.
ever have to give anybody like Narcan?
No, I haven't. I haven't done anything like that. But he OD'd. Nobody knew. And the girlfriend or whatever, whoever he was with, took off with his car. Well, we noticed the notices that like we were sending out were not being picked up. We're like, okay, so they go in and he's dead. He didn't have power. So he'd been dead for a while in the middle of summer. So he like literally decayed and he was nothing but liquid.
What?
Yeah. And they had to the ambulance people, fire department, like they had to cut the carpet out, roll it up and put it in the body bag because he was just dripping.
Wait, was there a skeleton?
I mean, he still had like some parts, but it was just liquid.
Whoa.
It was disgusting.
How long has it been?
That was probably about 4 years ago.
No, I mean like how long till he
had
stopped
to be
paying
there.
rent?
Maybe he had stopped paying rent and stuff, and kept sitting notices. I think it was like maybe 2 months.
So you get 2 months till you turn to liquid.
Yeah,
And you
I
could
guess so.
arguably-
In the middle of summer. I mean, yeah. But the girlfriend knew and just left. Stole his car. And left.
Said, "Oh, you're ODing. Let me steal this." Did she
You
get
know-
arrested?
I don't know. I never got that. See, I never get the end result.
You don't get.
I always want the end result. I'm like, what happens in the
You've
end?
never gotten any end results,
No,
or
no.
have you like tried to look it up the next day?
I didn't think about that.
Okay, you just like expect to like. Hey,
Well, I didn't know the girlfriend's name either, though.
so you know the guy's name.
Yeah, but I mean,
Does
they're
that
not
make
gonna.
the paper? Or
I don't know. That one didn't. Thank goodness.
That one didn't make it.
No. Oh.
It made
We
this
did have
paper.
a hostage situation too.
What?
Yes. So, oh my goodness, I can't. This is couple years back. Anyway, so my phone starts blowing up about 6:30 in the morning, and it's people saying, "Hey, there's SWAT team, and they're all over a certain building, and the 2 building, they're everywhere. You can't leave. You can't get out." I was like, "What are you talking about?" So I'm like, "What?" So then I show up. You can get in. You literally can't get in. There's a hostage situation. The
Like
guy
police
was.
barricades and stuff
Oh yeah,
like that.
barricades, everything. Like
you
I've
saw
never
the SWAT,
seen.
M16s.
I have never seen so many like cops and SWAT and all that. I was like, what in the crap? And yeah, the guy killed his baby mama, and stole the kids, cut her up, put her in a suitcase, and drove to Chattanooga. Went and tried to, he sought shelter with one of my tenants. The tenant didn't know, had no clue. He just thought that, oh, okay, yeah, y'all can.
Buddies in town.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so dude killed the baby mama, and yeah. So that there was cops everywhere. Like, we couldn't go in or nothing.
They took the tenant, his buddy, as hostage.
No, he took the kids. He had the kids.
His kids.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I guess if he killed his baby mama, they're his kids now.
Yeah.
But it's considered a hostage, right?
Yeah, it was a hostage because he had a gun, and he wouldn't let them go or anything.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It was wild. I was like, what in the crap? So,
And you didn't figure out how to...
that made the news.
That made the news.
That made the news.
How did it end? You don't know.
He went to jail. Yeah, well, hold on. The funny part is he finally gave up, and he let me smoke, and he smoked some left-handed cigarette, and he finally...
What, he smoked some meth real quick?
No, left-handed cigarette.
It's a left-handed cigarette.
Weed.
Oh, all right.
Devil's lettuce. Marijuana. Mary
don't-
Jane.
who's
Mary
the
Joanna.
left-
I was trying to keep it
Yeah, this guy killed his family, did this, and he did that. He had
would think it would
sex
be
with
meth,
the
right?
body. He had sex with the body.
No, he just chopped it up.
He chopped it up. But,
yeah.
he smoked a little wacky tobacco.
Yeah, wacky tobacco. That's another one. That's
A
one of my favorites.
left-handed cigarette. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah,
I
left-handed
was like,
cigarette.
what, a dippy? Putting it in bombing fluid?
But yeah, so he surrendered finally, and we were all able to go back to work.
I learned something new. Left-handed cigarette.
Yeah.
That's
You're welcome. Devil's lettuce?
yeah.
No?
Yeah, but it's like the future now. You don't need all those
Oh, yeah.
weird terms.
Oh, yeah. I am older, so.
Yeah, I know. You're left-handed. You're not old. What are you, 38?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3 years.
Hmm.
You're just like plus 4 kids.
Yeah.
So you had a bad one the other day, though.
Oh, I did. So been looking for this lady that she paces around the complex, bumming cigarettes from people.
Oh, so she was like a usual.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
suspect.
She's your normal person. She'll even come in. She's asking for like ibuprofen or Tylenol.
Section 8.
Yeah, so here you go. Anyway, so she's walking around, and most of the time, like staring off in outer space. We're like, okay.
She's
I
out.
hadn't seen her. I hadn't seen her in 3 days.
She's outside most of the
yeah,
time.
Most of the time, she's always outside. Well, I hadn't seen her for 3 days. I was like, okay, maybe she's in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like, because that does happen. And another tenant came in. He was like, hey, I can't reach this lady. And he was like, I'm kind of freaking out. She's laid out on the floor. And I was like, oh, okay, well, And I've had this happen where, like, an elderly woman fell, and she was half naked and embarrassed and stuff. And so, I had to help her. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I'll go handle this. It's a female. I lock everything up, and I go in there, and she's laying on the ground. She's cold. And I was like on the phone with 911, and I'm like, hey, she's dead. And she's been dead for a couple of days. And they're like, well, you got to do CPR. I was like, excuse me? You want me to do what?
Who said this?
The 911 dispatcher. She kept telling me, you have to do CPR. I was like, but she's dead. I was like, you want me to touch this dead body? She was like, ma'am, you have to. I was like, what do you mean I have to? I was like, and the lady had, like, she was stiff, and she had, like, blood coming out of her nose and her mouth.
Did you tell her that?
Yes, I had described it to a T. She had dry, and I said, the blood is brown. It is all brown. She's super cold, super stiff, and you want me to touch this fucking body? And she's like, yeah. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, there's no way. And she's like, no, you have to. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Did she threaten you at all?
No, she was just like, no, ma'am. She was like, if we were there, we would have to do it. You have to do it. And like, I felt bad, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I was like, I have to roll her over. You really want me to roll this dead woman over? And she's like, yes.
So you're fishing for it out, like.
Yeah, I'm like trying to, like, come on, like, I'm
like,
giving you everything.
Right.
Like, what, yeah. She's like, and I was like, I don't even know how to do fucking CPR. She's like, I will walk you through it. And I was like, oh my God. And so, like, I did it, I rolled the dead stiff body over, and I tried a couple, and then I said, no, I can't fucking do this. You're out of your fucking mind, da-da-da. And I went running out the door. And she's, oh, well, no, hold on. Before I said that, she goes, I said, I can't do this. She's really fucking dead. She's too stiff and cold. Oh, she's dead? I was like, I literally told you all the details. And I was like, I just went out, and then the cop was walking in, which luckily I've dealt with him many times.
Wait. So did you perform CPR?
Just the chest compressions. I did not do mouth to mouth.
You didn't put your lips on.
No, I did not put my. But that was like kind of traumatizing. Like, I have never had to touch a dead body before like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
what did it feel like?
Cold and stiff. It was.
It was like cold, like
almost like a mannequin.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Like if you were trying to choke me out, it felt like I was just fighting my hardest, and you couldn't pull my arms or anything, right? Or take my neck. Like if I was being defensive like this, you couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It
was locked.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Like, she was stiff. That she had one arm under her face and one arm over her head, and it was just still like that whenever I had to roll it over.
Oh, well, you didn't put your lips on it.
No,
so
I don't care, but still,
Hey, no, that's.
But I've learned. I was like, okay, well,
listen,
I can do anything now.
Listen, that's a life experience. Nobody gets to like touch a dead body like that. Good for you.
I don't want to touch dead bodies.
Well, you did.
I did.
You know what? That's living life.
There you
Some
go.
people
To the
are.
fullest.
Some people are gonna die one day, and then they're never gonna have touched the dead body, and then somebody might not even touch their dead body and try to do CPR. So you're living, Mandy.
Oh my God, so bad. Like, that traumatized me. Like, I was freaked out. Like, that night, I was just like broke down crying. I was like, ah. My boyfriend was like, are you okay? I was like, no.
Well,
I touched a dead body.
At least you didn't put like your lips on
Oh
it.
God, no, there was no way. There's blood coming out. I was like, oh hell no.
I thought you like
will
caught
not.
like a dead spores.
Oh God, no. You're really trying to make me vomit.
That's
That was. It
all
was
right.
bad.
So it's not that bad. You just touched a dead body.
You touch one. Let me know how it is.
I
You do CPR on a dead body that's been dead for a couple of days,
You
and
didn't do
let me know.
You didn't do CPR.
That's what they consider CPR now. You don't have to do. I guess I don't think they make you
don't-
do the mouth to mouth anymore. I don't know.
You just did a couple of pumps to a mannequin.
There you go. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't know the woman for 5.5 years.
Listen.
You know, get used to her.
Listen.
Had cigarettes waiting for her. You know, because she's always bumming cigarettes. I was like, oh, here, you know.
She had a couple of half ones
Yeah,
left.
well, no, it was packs, and I was like, here you go. You know, you can just have these. You know. Yeah.
It's all right. I was in high school once. And we were drilling takedowns. Me and my training partner, and I was wearing sweatshorts. And then he shot a double leg, and you got to let your person, you let the person drill. And then all of a sudden, I landed right on his thumb, and it went right up my butt,
Oh.
shorts and all.
Cornhole.
Yeah, came
Corn dog. That's what it is. Corn dog.
Yeah, cornhole.
No, corn dog.
Corn dog. Yeah, landed right. It actually went in very effortlessly. Like it was like that 1 in a million where you land exactly on it. It went in, and since I was relaxed, it didn't think a thumb on my butt was coming. It went in, went out, like left the shorts in. I had to pull them out. And senior in high school, and I looked at him, I was like, your thumb just went up my butt. He's like, oh, did it? I was like, yeah. And he's like, I was like, I guess it just happened. So let's just go back to drilling.
You just shook it off.
No, that's a tough thing to take in high school. Now it's hysterical. Now any chance I get, I try to tell this story.
Yeah.
Because, that's funny. I wouldn't do it again, but that is also that like 1 in a million
Thumb of
me
the butt.
landing on his thumb is why I'll never win the lottery.
There you go.
That was the lottery I
Yeah.
won.
There you go.
You had to push a couple times on a dead guy.
There you go.
I had to say, oh, does this make me gay now? I had to internalize it. So I understand about the internalizing. Mine took a little more years to work off.
You were violated.
Yeah, I thought it was. And then really now thinking about it, it's like, oh, I've been to a lot of
Shit
doctors
happens.
now. Yeah, they're always putting fingers up me, these doctors. So
That's what sucks about getting older, huh?
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, where are you gonna? What are you gonna put in me now and where?
Hey, there you go. Like, hey, be a female. That's all I'm saying.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's my annual put things inside of me appointment by this guy.
Yay, let's go.
And it's usually a guy, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Then you can do females too. Like you can request females.
Are they harder to find?
No, not really. Not anymore. Not these days.
That's
I guess.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like there's certain professions for certain people.
Yeah.
Like you get the guy, I think it's, it's like, I'm just a perv trying to get in there. What else would there be, right?
I don't know. I have to say though that whenever I had all my kids, the same doctor. He was a male doctor. But yeah.
He saw the whole family.
He did. He saw my mom, my grandmother, me.
You say,
Yeah.
You're like, hey, he's a perv, but we trust him.
We
With
trust him.
generations.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I couldn't do the job.
No, I would. Yeah, right?
No.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand the guy one either. But I guess,
Was it a proctologist? Right?
yeah, the
that a guy one?
proctologist. I feel like that's worse than being the wiener doctor. The wiener doctor, I thought proctology's
I
your
don't
butt.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what a wiener doctor is. Penologist?
Urologist.
But females go to a urologist too. Men don't go to a gynecologist. Not that I know of.
They go to a girl gynecologist.
That was good. Ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, hey, I'm up at the comedy catch. So what got you into jiu-jitsu?
It was actually a friend of mine that was a member here, maybe still a member, I don't know. I've always wanted to do something like this, really MMA, but I was told later in early ages, no, you're not allowed. And I was like, well,
So you knew what MMA and jiu-jitsu
oh yeah,
was.
oh yeah.
You knew the difference too?
Yeah. And I was like, but I wanted to do MMA, but I know like if you want to be good, you're going to have to learn to do it all.
Yeah, there's a certain structure to it. So it's like you got to learn the arts. Like you got to do your Muay Thai classes. You got to do your jiu-jitsu classes. If your goal is more MMA, it's okay you should actually be rolling with strikes every time you roll. But there's certain structure, and then like you do the MMA to combine because you got to get good at the arts and then combine it. So there's a structure to that. You're right on that.
But like, so I was told no, I'd be divorced because I was married at the time. And
Sounds controlling, huh?
yeah, I was like,
One of
well,
those.
fine, whatever, so I didn't do it, of course, because
Somebody stepped on your dreams.
yeah, they stepped on my dreams, and I'm just going to do what I'm told to do. Okay. So I finally, anyway, I have a lot of anger issues, a lot. And I had been going through some stuff and with ex-boyfriends and all that. And I acted out, and I was doing crazy stuff to them, hurting myself. And then finally it was like, I need something to get this anger out.
Like what crazy stuff? What was the craziest thing you done? Where you were wrong?
Huh?
I said, what was the craziest stuff you done where you were wrong? If you don't
I
mind.
don't feel like I'm wrong on this one. He stole from my kids, so.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay, so you know what I mean? So I'm like, Mama Bear came out, and
Oh, so you just take it to another level as a defense. Though.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's like
I
one of
get
those
that.
like you've pushed it so far, that's it, and then I snap and it gets really ugly. Well, I'm headed out from work, and I had a coworker that was right in front of me, and I called him. I was like, hey, do you have a hammer or whatever? What do you have in your car? And he's like, what? I was like, what do you have in your car? So he's like, I don't know. And he popped the trunk, and it was a tire iron. I was like, okay. So I grabbed the tire
You didn't
iron.
have one in your car?
No, I didn't. I don't know why. There's no telling.
Man, he breaks out on the side of the road. She's just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Call the tow truck driver.
Exactly, because I definitely don't know how to change a tire. But anyway, so like I grabbed it, and this is at a red light. So I grabbed it, get back in my car, and go. And I show up because like I'd been looking for him, and then he showed up at my friend's house, and they were doing bad stuff. And so finally I was like, okay. And I just kind of snapped, and I saw them two in the car, and I'm like chasing them down the road, trying to cut them off. And I did finally cut them off. And then I got out, and I started taking a tire iron to him. And then I took a tire iron to his car, took a hammer to his car. Yeah. And then the last ex, yeah, he cheated, and I lost my ever-loving mind because it was like little stuff that I let build up. And then I just started pounding on his head, which was titanium. I don't recommend doing that. I did break my hand, and so I figured I need to take that anger and direct it somewhere where it's healthy.
So you hit him on the head with the tire iron?
No, with my fist, and I broke my hand on his head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I jumped on his car and said, round 2, MFer.
Round 2, motherfucker.
Yeah. I did.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually got in trouble for fighting, right?
In school, but not.
Did you go to jail for fighting or something?
No.
Oh. Steph's facts are all skewed.
Yeah, no.
She's like, oh, Mandy went to jail for fighting. She's crazy.
Oh, my ex-husband. Oh, my God.
Oh, you did?
I did. I forgot.
So Steph does, everybody tells me.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. He was very abusive, so.
Yeah, of course.
He was very abusive.
Look him up. So what happened? If you don't want to go into it, we can edit it out.
It was one of those situations. I have a smart ass mouth, okay? And I do, it just flows out. It's like word vomit, can't help it.
But you're witty with it, though, right?
Oh, no. Like, he wanted to be cutthroat, and I was like, okay, I'll be cutthroat back. I mean, kind of. I mean, he said I would sleep with anything, and I looked him up and down and said, apparently I would. And so we're going down the interstate and stuff. Yeah, and so I got, I got an elbow to the eye, and then I just went crazy and, like, was kicking and punching him, and he's trying to drive, and, it was bad. It was bad. But because I was trying to pit, I guess, other people in...
Because he was driving, it made it the crime.
On the interstate.
Just because he had his foot on the gas pedal, it was a crime. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah. They kind of just talked it up, whatever,
Yeah. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, my eye was really bad, so.
Yeah, no, he got what he deserved, I'm sure. Because you're a good person, and...
but,
Hey, sometimes we got a crazy switch. I've done a ton of crazy things that don't believe me. I didn't become a fighter because I made great decisions.
True.
I didn't say, hey, let me put my brain to work. It was like, no, I like fighting. And
I rather fight than put my brain to work.
Yeah, right? Hey, you know what? It kind of turned out. I get to hang out with my friends every day.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's been the best thing for me. And if I don't come, like I went stretches where like 2 weeks, I go completely insane and I am the worst person to ever live with because I get angry very easily and I make everybody's life hell.
Well, I mean, it's like, all you got to do is come in and hang out with your friends and work out and learn something.
Yeah, learn something. Exactly. Self-defense right there.
Yeah, it's something you actually do where you get something at the end. It's not like you're reading a book.
Yeah, no.
You don't get it. I mean, besides if you're like reading a book for knowledge, but if you're just like reading a book,
I need
like a
both.
fictional.
I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. No.
Do they got a movie on this?
What?
Do they have?
Reading a book?
That's how I feel when
Oh,
book.
okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I'm slow sometimes. See, maybe I do need to read more.
Yeah, someone get this girl a library card.
Yeah, seriously.
So what? So you went to jail or just spent
Yeah,
like 3 days?
Like a little. No, it was like a little like brief spin. Like, okay, here you go.
What was it like?
You know, it was interesting. Like I cried.
You cried?
I cried like a baby. And then finally, whenever I was able to get out, like it was okay. Like it made bill and stuff. But yeah, I cried. But I mean, like at one point, I did turn it around, and I, just decided to be me. And I had like toilet paper. You get toilet paper rolls. So I was like, hey, let's play some football. And
Yeah.
I just tried to make. And then we'd take the like little boat shoot things and just go down the stairs, which we did get in trouble for that. But
I hear there's like. It sucks, but then you find this time where it's like summer camp a little bit.
You gotta adjust and you roll with it. So
well, like when
12
we were
days. 12 days.
12 days.
I am not jail material. No.
No, I've had friends who told me that like some parts of it were really fun and really funny. Like you guys are just having like a funny time.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
fucking with the security guard or
Yeah,
something.
but it's funny is because you had your A pod and B pod. A pod was the angels, and that's what the guards called us. And I was an A pod.
You were an A pod.
I was an A pod,
and
then you had your B pod, and that was the bad girls. Legit, like that's how they did it, and I was like, oh, okay, so it was cool.
Yeah, because it's a money making thing, jails.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like the state pays for it; it's private industry, so they could make the rules how they want them. They get bought out by the state, which is kind of a flaw. I don't know. If government touches it, it always becomes bad. So yeah, it's all flawed system. But I heard there becomes like there's fun times in it. We kind of had it when we'd had that feeling a little bit on the Ultimate Fighter because it was like a minimum security prison. You couldn't leave the house. You had to go wherever you went. No contact with the outside. No TV or anything. And then cameras.
No,
That's kind of a prison too.
Like, that's
we're watching your every movement.
Hey, we could watch TV though, so
yeah, you guys had TV.
We had a little bit more privilege.
We had fights. We could watch.
We
the
had
fights.
really shitty food though.
Yeah, we got to make. The good thing was we got to make our food. Like we could put whatever we wanted on a grocery list because they want to make a perfect environment. So I could say grass-fed ribeye. So I was eating. Second time when I didn't have to cut as much weight, I was like, oh, I was eating boneless. I was eating filet mignons wrapped in bacon twice a day and eating good. You just had to make it yourself. That was it.
See, that wouldn't be bad.
No, that was fun about
Jail
it.
food is no fun. It's absolutely disgusting.
What is it?
I don't know. It's mystery. It's all a mystery. You're like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are you putting in? Like, the smell, like, sticks in your nose. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. But
like hot dogs almost. You hot dogs?
Worse. Way worse. And I hate hot dogs.
I hate hot dogs still.
And it's way worse. It's just, it's a mystery. I don't even know. Like mystery eggs, mystery sausage, mystery. I don't know.
Water was probably like powdered eggs.
I think maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. They should really fix that. Like, it's not hard to get real food.
Exactly, but
Especially if you're, oh, look, there's good old Nick walking by.
Aw. I thought that was him.
Look at him go.
He's got his guitar.
I got to get him on the podcast soon. He'd be a great episode. I would
be
normally
hilarious.
stop and invite him in, but
I mean, we can.
he's on a mission.
We can. I'm
I
down.
know.
I am so down.
we'd have to set
Because he
up
cracks
the-
me up.
he's-
I accepted his friend's request, and I was like, oh my God. Like, what is this dude doing?
Oh, Nick is awesome.
He
like,
is.
dude.
He's so sweet, and he's so, like, innocent, but not, you know what I mean? He doesn't understand. I don't know. He's good.
smart enough to get himself into trouble.
Exactly.
And he's very, very, like, a nice kid, harmless, but he is
Very harmless. He's adorable.
He's
cracks me up.
generally, like, he's actually really, really funny. Like, I feel like comedy-wise, he's hysterical. He's got these comments that are really witty and really funny.
Well, it was like what
He's
was it?
good company.
The T-shirt thing
Oh,
at the
yeah.
Centennial.
At the Centennial. Good old Nick. Nick's hanging out at our booth, screaming on the phone about a girlfriend he probably made online. It was some dude, probably. And he's wearing the other gym shirt behind our desk. I made him turn it inside out.
But before that, I tried to tape something over the
Oh,
logo.
yeah, you taped. We
I
made
taped.
the
I was
whole-
sitting there taping. He's like, "No, stop!" I was like, "Come on, Nick, we got this.
You
We
were
got
good
this."
at that. That was so much fun. That Centennial was fun. You
was.
lost your
I
car.
lost. Oh my God! I
What
lost my car.
happened?
I parked closer than what I thought, and it's me. I lose my car everywhere. It's like it doesn't matter. I could be at the mall. I could be here, anywhere. I lose my car. Like if I have somebody with me, I'm like, where did I park? You know, like me and my oldest were at the mall, and I couldn't find my car. Just not so long ago. So yeah, no, it was dark time by this time. And I'm trying to find my car, and I'm over there putting my key fob like beep beep beep, trying to figure out where it's at. Couldn't find it. Walking everywhere. Keep going further. I see a tow truck, and I'm like, "Hey, did you tow my car for some reason?" He's like, "No." I was like, oh, "Okay." So I keep walking, and finally I call him over. I was like, "I lost my car." He's like, "What?" I was like, "I lost my car." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "I lost my car, and I can't find it." And he's like, "Do you want me to come?" And he's like, "Do you want me to come help you?" And I was like, "Please." And he did. And then like he drives up closer to where like the event was, and he was like, "Isn't that your car?" And I was like, "That's my car. That's my car." Like everybody had to clear out. Like it was forever.
How long were you looking for your car?
About an hour. I just kept walking around. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to call anybody. I was like, oh my God. And then finally I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to suck it up and say it. I lost my car.
I remember that event. We were the only booth without an overhead tent.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember I'm going to stand in the sun all day and talk to everybody who comes by.
That was
Just
fun.
in
I
front
thought
of
that was
my
really
booth.
cool
That
they
was
did
a
that.
fun event.
It was. I thought it was cool that they did that.
I think we got 0 members from it.
Doesn't matter.
I emailed the guy who won the gloves, and he never got back to me. So I gave him that kid Chris.
Aw.
I was like, here you go. You can use some gloves.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like you won the gloves. And it was also a little scared because, like, I picked a person, but then I didn't have all the people in. So Chris Gordy kind of got screwed on that.
Aw.
I was like, wait, all the names weren't in. I was like, oh, Chris lost. Then I called the guy. Didn't come in.
No, his
It was-
loss.
yeah, he lost out on the fantastic.
gain.
Yeah.
Chris's gain.
Other Chris's game. Chris Gordy lost too.
Wait. Okay.
Because I picked his name too, but didn't have all the things in it.
What's all the things?
All the names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. And then people wouldn't leave their information. I was like, oh, you're not in this thing.
So
I can't advertise to you. You're not getting it.
It's selective choice.
Yeah, totally. I was like, I could see how these, like
Loser.
me.
Loser.
Like,
You're a
everybody's-
winner. There we go.
I was like, I should give it to him because he's my friend,
Yeah.
Chris
yeah.
Gordy. But I was like, no, we got to have integrity.
Love the Gordys. They're amazing.
I know, they're great.
Shout out to the Gordys.
Shout out to the Gordys. We're going to probably be seeing them in what?
Oh, yeah. Soon.
Soon. We got
Soon.
about an hour. And then they're just going to invade the gym for a couple hours.
They always do. All the Gordys.
So, a little bit about jujitsu before
Okay.
we wrap this on up. So, besides being there, what about jujitsu? What do you love about it? What?
I love first off, I can get every little anger and all that negative stuff out. And it's like constructive violence. And I love it. It's like, you're not really hurting each other, but you kind of do, I mean, it's just great. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I try to recommend it to a lot of people. And I'm like, hey, no.
And now, do you feel like you've been changed a little bit from coming on in and doing this?
Oh yeah,
Like,
majorly. And like I said, if I haven't been here, and honestly, it's like a week, it starts kicking in, and I get very like nitpicky, and I'm a miserable bitch to be around. Like I really am. I feel so bad for my boyfriend
Really?
because I will like sit there. No, I get mean. I get ugly. Like I try not to, but like I just like this little ball of.
Are you kidding? Everybody loves the brightness you bring to the gym.
Oh yeah, because it makes me happy.
Well,
And
the
not
ladies
that
love your
my
energy.
boyfriend doesn't make me happy, but like
I met him. He's a great
Oh,
guy.
that sounded so bad. Like no, but like if I deal with the BS that I deal with on the outside world, like daily life besides at home, it all piles up, and then like he could be like cough, and I'm like, why'd you cough like that? What are you doing? And I go psycho, and he's like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, and then yeah,
So he's
he
got
like he'll even say, "Have you been in the gym? You haven't been in the gym. You might want to go." And I'm like, okay. Yeah, okay. You're right. I need to go.
Oh, I bet you've been crazy the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially-
Sundays are the worst. I don't know. It's always Sundays. Sundays I'm like,
You're extra bitchy.
I'm extra. Very extra. Very extra.
Did you put him through the ringer yet?
I
or
do.
no?
And he's like, but he's a trooper. And
He's a nice guy. I really like him.
He's a trooper. And he's so like, he kind of knows how to deal with me. He kind of not. Like we're both still like figuring out those little kinks, but for the most part he does. And I like to walk away during an argument, just like, yeah, and that will piss him off even more. But, that's kind of like.
Yeah, but sometimes.
I do that so I don't say anything that I don't need to say.
Yeah, because
just,
emotions
like, out
are
of anger.
high, and then which is actually kind of a healthier thing to do instead of keep arguing and keep fighting when emotions are high, to cool off and then
Let me
come
cool off,
together.
yeah, that's me.
And
I'm
they
like-
come together with calmer heads.
That's me. Let me cool off because I'm gonna say something and it's gonna be ugly, and I'm trying not to be any uglier than what I'm being right now.
But
So.
then embellish it a little and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll make it sound uglier than it
Yeah,
needs
it really
to
is.
be.
And it'd be over some dumb shit too. I mean, literally over the dumbest thing. I'm like, really? Acted like this? Why?
Well,
Get to the gym. Get to the mats.
Get to the mats.
Get to the
That's
mats.
how it is.
Yeah.
Well, Mindy, Mindalorian, it's been awesome having you on. Is there any sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to? That's it.
Fun. Sure.
You're like me because I buy all my own shit.
Militia.
Oh, Mindy, you're the best. It's been awesome having you on.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, we'll catch you here next week.